is the 981 generation Porsche Boxster. You've probably heard the old trope that Porsche Boxsters are hairdressers' cars, focused on style over substance. I want to see if that's true. I want to see if this is a serious car. So to do that, I've taken it to some serious roads. And those serious roads are here in the Brecon Beacons.
It's not called that anymore, they've changed it.
What do you mean they've changed it?
They've made it all Welsh.
What do you mean? What is it?
Hang on.
Right, got it. Let's go again. And those serious roads are here in the Brecon Beacons. And although the Brecon Beacons is in Wales, and Wales is full of Welsh people, the roads here are seriously some of the most beautiful on the planet. The Boxster was first introduced in the mid-90s as the entry-level Porsche, and that term entry-level still haunts it to this day. But here's the thing, calling the 981 Boxster entry-level is like calling a Rolex Explorer a decent first watch. Inside this thing is a 2.7 litre flat six. It'll give you 275 horsepower, 290 newton thingies of torque. It'll take you to 60 miles an hour in 5.6 seconds, and it won't stop pulling until 164 miles an hour. But the numbers can only really tell you so much. The real story is how this car feels. Because in the Boxster, it's not about chasing the horizon in a straight line. It's how it dances through the corners. It's like how it feels alive. It's how every single steering input feels like you're coaxing, not commanding. There's a certain magic to Porsche's steering racks. It feels like a conversation. You talk to it and it talks back. In fact, a lot of times it feels like it's reading your mind. It's finishing your sentences for you. The mid-engine layout gives you that perfect balance. It's like the car's pivoting around you. Look, in other cars, you give a solo performance. In this, it's a duet. Porsche's DNA is about purity, simplicity done properly. This isn't about bragging rights in a pub car park. It's about engineering that rewards the driver, not just the stopwatch. When you drive the Boxster, you realise that Porsche learned to build cars on the Nürburgring, not on a spreadsheet. Now let's talk reality. It's not as disastrous to run as you think it might be. On a gentle cruise, you'll do about 37 miles to the gallon, and in town, almost 27. So you're not going to be draining your wallet every weekend just to fill it up. The tax is 345 quid a year, which I know it's not a tenner like a Tesla, but for that extra money, you don't have to drive a Tesla. And unlike a new 911, which will quickly tiptoe into the six-figure territory, today you can pick up these Boxsters for prices that are basically reasonable. I'm not going to say cheap, because that implies compromise. And with this car, you definitely are not compromising. But let's temporarily forget about costs, because you could win this car. We are giving it away right now at carsino.uk. Oh, do we have to? Can I keep this one? Inside, it's everything you could want. It's minimalist, it's focused, but it's still comfortable enough for long journeys. The PDK gearbox is sharper than a paper cut. It's seamless, immediate. And unlike the 718 Spider, which is technically a better car, you can put the roof down as you're driving, as long as you're going under 30 miles an hour. And because it's a mid-engine car and they haven't put seats in the back for little people that won't even appreciate the car they're in, it means you've got quite a lot of space. You've got the boot at the back and you've got a front bum, which means you could bring a partner and a couple of suitcases to the Brecon Beacons, or a cameraman and a load of equipment. It's easy to underestimate the Boxster when you look at it in photos. It's almost too simple at first glance, like a bit too polite. But then when you see it in real life, you realise that this isn't just any old sports car. From the front, you've got that unmistakable Porsche DNA, the tight, confident lines, the gentle slope of the bonnet, the headlights that look like they're squinting into the distance, already plotting your line for you. The side profile is where the Boxster really comes alive. It's low, it's lean, it's purposeful. It looks like it's moving even when it's parked. The sculpted air intakes lets everybody know that there's an engine just millimeters from your spine. And at the back, it's pure Porsche theatre. Those wide haunches, the subtle ducktail spoiler, the lights that wrap around the body like fabric on a tailored suit. You can tell this car's been designed not to shout, but to reward a second look, and a third, and a fourth. It doesn't rely on aggression or overcomplicated styling. Instead, it's got the quiet confidence of a perfectly cut diamond. It doesn't need to shout to be noticed, but up close, every angle dazzles. In grey, it's even more subtle. It's kind of got like a stealth charm. The thing is, this car cares more about impressing the driver than it does other people. It doesn't command attention, it earns it. If you know, you know. And then there's the sound. Look, it isn't quite as operatic as a full-fat 911, but there's something beautifully honest about it. At low speeds, it hums. It's reserved. It's like it's saving its voice for the right moment. But push it past 4,000 RPM, it wakes up into a mechanical chant that reminds you that there's a proper flat six just inches away from your shoulders. It's not a shouty exhaust designed to impress your neighbours or frighten cyclists. It's a more like subtle, precise, layered sound that feels really authentic, that feels really mechanical, that feels really Porsche. It's not going to be the loudest in the car park, but in a world of fake pops and bangs piped through your speakers, it feels really real. And you find that right road, and you take the roof down, that honest, eager bark is all you're going to need. So is the 981 Boxster a serious car? Yes, seriously. This isn't an entry-level Porsche. It's a distilled Porsche, a purer Porsche. And look, I can largely understand and mostly agree with the criticisms from the first few generations of Boxsters. But this is a completely different beast. This might just be peak Boxster. It's the kind of car that makes you take the long way home on purpose. And it's the kind that leaves you standing in the driveway for an extra minute, just for one last glance. It may have started life with a reputation for hairspray and blow dries, but 5 minutes in this car and you realise it's probably going to mess up your hair and it's going to blow your mind. Some cars you drive. This makes you fall in love with driving. You could win this car right now for just £3.99. There are crazy good odds on this competition. So head on over to carsino.uk and enter now.